This Liberty Sports Update is brought to you by Beacon Credit Union.
Cuff, how unique has this preseason been for you guys, trying to navigate COVID stuff and then finally get a chance to practice a couple times in Liberty Arena?
It's fairly unique, definitely different. Everybody has a different world going on for them right now, so just kind of like taking it how we can get it, you know what I'm saying, and just preparing the best way we can. No, we're not the only team in this situation. Everybody's in this situation, so we're just preparing the best way we can.
Elijah, you've been, with the program now for 4 years, but this is your first time without, Kayla, Mayo, Society, Georgie. When you went out there for your first practice and looked across the board, did guys, how unique was that feeling? How different was it, not having them around?
That takes me back to last spring. It was different going out there and seeing people I'm not used to seeing, but I know that we're a good program. We're going to bring in good players, and that's what we've done. So I'm not seeing that as like a negative thing. I'm seeing it as more of a positive thing, seeing us getting better. I believe that we bring in better players every year, so I only see it up from here.
Jacob, what can you tell us about the new arena? I know, it'll be a little different situation with not a lot of folks in there, but anytime you get to play in a brand new place, it's got to be exciting.
Yeah, it was. We got to get in there, as you saw on social media. We got to be able to get in there the other day, and one thing I can say is we shot really well in there, so that's a good thing. And it's really nice. It looks really clean, and I just can't wait to get fans in there.
Cuff, you look at how young this team is, and you guys opened the season, in the Space Coast Challenge. You play Purdue, and then you play either Mississippi State or Clemson, and then you get to play Siena, one of the favorites in its conference. And how will that early season really test you guys, and see where you guys are early in the year?
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. It's going to test us. I think we'll be battle tested by the time we get to conference play, and I think that's the goal for us is just to be better, get better every game, and be ready by the time March comes around.
Cuffee, we've always known about you and your knack to play well on the defensive end, and you've kind of always prided yourself on that. But do you think this year that you maybe need to, I'm not going to say put more of an emphasis on it, but, be willing to be more of a scorer for your team with some of those guys that aren't here this year?
Yeah, always you want to accept a greater role offensively every year. For me, at least, I want to accept a greater role. But honestly, I'm just going to go out there and do whatever we got to do to win the game. So at the end of the day, if that requires me taking more shots or taking less, I just want to go out there and win the game at the end of the day.
What's this team's mentality been during preseason? You guys have, probably a lot to prove. You guys, two-time ASUN champions, picked second in the conference. What's the mentality that you guys are carrying into this year?
Just maintain the standard. I think that we've set ourselves up greatly, especially in the ASUN coming in first 2 years and getting it done. And now that we've kind of put ourselves up there, I think that we want to be able to maintain that standard and be able to just let people know that we weren't just good because we had 4 players. We're good because we're a good program, a good team.
And who are some of those guys that have been stepping up, to help fill those roles? Not be those guys, but have stepped up to fill those positions and make you guys a good program.
This preseason, everybody that you could think of, as everybody's improved really. But really, the main guys I would say, Darius and Kyle, they've stepped up big time, and Blake stepped up a lot this summer, and he's doing his thing. The transfer, Chris, is good, and all the freshmen, they're really well. They're really good. So it's just be exciting to see how we can maneuver and figure out how this works this year.
Two more.
How nice is it to have Keegan back on that team? You guys are part of the same recruiting class. He didn't play last year, but how nice has it been to add him back to the roster?
Yeah, Keegan's been a blessing to come back. I'm glad he's back. My best friend, so always good to play with one of your best friends. And so, yeah, it's been good, not only on the court, but also off the court.
Hey, are you a fan of this conference schedule and playing the same team in the same 2 days or 3 days or whatever it might be. I know that first game, win or lose, there's not a lot of time to dwell on it.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing, especially for a young team. It would be able to teach us how to bounce back. And we won't be the only team. Like I said, everybody's going to be dealing with the same situation. So it's not like a disadvantage. If anything, with the facilities we have here and the people we have here, I feel like it might be an advantage for us.